Good evening, Trucker fans. So we're here at Moreton in Marsh, a caravan and motorhome club site, which I'll tell you a bit more about shortly if you've not been to one before. What to expect. So Friday night we were at Furzebush Inn near Newbury, our very first pub stopover. I did a separate video about that, so that's on YouTube on our channel already. A really lovely pub, a really lovely stay over, so I think we'll be doing more of that and probably go back there because it was really lovely pitch in the car park and a lovely dinner too. And then we did park run in Newbury at the old Green and Common airbase on Saturday morning, and then headed here in probably the worst weather we've had for travel this year. It was horrific, really wet and windy and not very nice. So we got here on Saturday afternoon. It's now Sunday evening, I think. Lost track of the time. So lovely being away. And the trek has been great. The travel up was really good. We haven't moved since we filled up with water here yesterday. We haven't moved the van, which has been quite nice for a change. Just stay on pitch for a couple of days, and the van's been really good, really good. Particularly the hot water was amazing, hotter than water on the site, which is really good. So caravan and motorhome club sites, so they tend to be a lot of caravans, and we used to stay on them now and again with our T6. And you get the odd T6, but most of them are big motorhomes like this Swift next to us, or big caravans. But there seems to be more and more camper vans on this one actually. One over there with a pop top. Not as nice as the Trekker, but they're trying hard. And we stayed here last year, I think May it was. I did a triathlon at Blenheim Palace, so we came here on our way to, went from there here then to Cambridge, then Norfolk, on a bit of a road trip in our T6. And we liked it so much we came back. So this site is obviously in the Cotswolds, and just a short walk from Moreton in the Marsh, through some fields, which is a really lovely walk. And in May last year there were still all the crops in the fields, so it's really beautiful. And so Moreton in the Marsh, we're in one direction only a few hundred metres, and a really lovely curry house which we found last year, really delicious. We're going back tonight actually, we're booked in for tonight. So going back to that, probably the best Indian we've ever had. So that was really cool. So going back to tonight, and then in the other direction, it's a mile and a half to Batsford, I think it is, Batsford Arboretum. So we had a walk there this afternoon, just for a coffee. We didn't go into the Arboretum, we went to the shop and had a nice coffee, which was lovely. So the site's really handy for the Cotswolds, a little walk to Moreton Marsh. And then caravan and motorhome club sites in general, they're all pretty much the same. When you arrive, you get to choose your pitch, so you drive round, find an empty pitch. So if you do come to one, make sure you've got somewhere marking your pitch. That's why we bought this sign, which I think is now blown over, because if you do drive off for the day, someone could inadvertently come on your pitch. So we've got one of those which we bought as a result of being on these pitches, so you can definitely mark your pitch. So you come and find your pitch and then go back to reception and confirm which one you're on and check in. And depending what you've paid for, they're marked by these different colour pegs. You can see the ones there, blue ones. So we're on a blue one, which is a basic pitch with electric, non-awning pitch. So you find your right coloured pegs and then and pitch up, and then go back to reception and let them know you're there. The downside of that is if you come in more than one vehicle, it's hard to find two side by side. We did go with some friends last year to Black Knoll in the New Forest and managed to find a pitch side by side on a grass pitch. But it can be hard, especially like bank holiday weekend. This weekend it's full, so trying to find a pitch side beside someone if you're friends would be difficult, and you can't pre-book them. So you just drive around, find a pitch you like. You have to reverse on, although there on forwards. So that's one thing people don't like, is the formality. Quite often people don't like the rules, they don't like the fact you've got to reverse on and be between the pegs. But we quite like these now and again. You pay a yearly membership, the sites aren't cheap, but they're good quality. The toilets and the showers are always really nice, lovely and clean. They're the same in every single site, so you know what you're getting. So very different to Hurst View campsite where we were last weekend, which was more kind of free form, just picture whatever you like. The toilets and showers weren't that great, but we used most of our onboard facilities for that most of the weekend. So I guess a bit like Marmite, you either love or hate these sites. We like using them now and again, in amongst pub stopovers and those campsites that are a bit more free form, or the one at Denny Lodge, which was off grid. It's really nice to mix things up. When you come to these, you know what you're going to get. Really nice toilet block, especially in the winter. They're nice and warm and clean. They've got a full Moreton facility, so you can easily top up water, easily drain your grey waste, which we're learning we need with the Trekker. Yeah, they're nice to throw it into the mix in the year. Pay your membership. I think if you don't have membership, it's £15 a night extra. So by the time you stay for 3 nights, you may as well pay your membership, which is £50 or £60 a year. So worth doing. They're open all year, which is the beauty as well. We tend to camp all through the winter. So having these sites, which are all over the country, really helps with winter stopovers, because as you can see that you can get hard standings. They're open all winter. They're nice showers and toilets. And then in season as well, most nights they've got something going on at reception in terms of food. So tonight I think it's roast. Last night was fish and chips. I think they've got pizza a couple of nights of the week. A lot of the sites have a similar setup. So someone will come in, a van will come in and do food in the evening. Although we're not making use of that tonight because we're going for a nice curry. The other thing we've done today is we've tried out our new e-bike. So I've had mine for about a month now. I think I've done 100 miles on it. Julie collected hers on Friday. So we went out for a bit of a ride on those today, which was really good. They fold up, so they go in the back of the van. So they travelled up in the back of the van. We just put mine here to store them and try out on the bike rack, which was put on with it when we bought the van. So we bought this from a local bike shop in near Winchester. But yeah, they're really good. Not a massive battery, so you'll get about 50 kilometres out of them. That's plenty for us. To put in, especially when we're travelling across Europe, camp outside a city or park outside a city, and then travel in with the bikes, do a bit of exploring. And today Julie was more than keeping up with me on the hills, which is fantastic. So yeah, we're very glad we've got those, and Julie's super impressed with hers. So recommend a folding e-bike. They sit in the back nicely, and yeah, it gives us an extra bit of freedom, I think. So that's it, I think, from Moreton and Marsh. We're back off. So tomorrow we're leaving here and heading to Warwick Castle for the day, and then home tomorrow night, Bank Holiday Monday. And then next weekend we are heading to West Bay. So we're taking our nephew camping for the first time. Well, it's the first time he's come with us. So that'll be an experience. So we'll check in again next weekend and let you know how we go. But that's it for now, Trek fans.